discretion is advised for this educational documentary. Hollywood celebrities give an air of everything in their life being bigger and better than yours. More money, more happiness, more love. However, much like the lavish sets of blockbuster movies, this is normally just a polished shell, an exterior hiding something dark behind the scenes. This is the tragic case of Phil Hartman. Welcome back to Dark Case Documentaries. I bring you true crime, disturbing stories and other things that you may later regret knowing, with regular uploads every week. Please do join the quickly growing, incredibly supportive Dark Case family by hitting subscribe now and turning on notifications. Remember to use our amazing Dark Case family to uplift each other in the comments. Everyone is fighting a battle you know nothing about. Choosing to be kind can save a life in many ways. Remember to be the best version of you that today allows you to be. Thank you so much for choosing to be here with me. Our love and respect goes out to all those that knew and loved Phil. Phil Hartman began his career as a graphic artist in the 1970s and eventually transitioned into stand-up comedy by the end of the decade.
I gotta keep this straight face or it won't work.
He became a regular performer on the comedy circuit and eventually caught the eye of Lorne Michaels, the creator of Saturday Night Live, a popular American light entertainment show. He joined the cast of Saturday Night Live in 1986 and became one of the show's most versatile and beloved cast members. He was known for his impressions of famous figures such as Bill Clinton, Frank Sinatra, and Ed McMahon. He was a cast member on SNL for 8 seasons from 1986 to 1994. During this time, he was also moonlighting for other projects throughout the entertainment industry. He was a talented voice actor and writer who made significant contributions to the popular animated series The Simpsons. He first joined the show as a voice actor in 1991 and provided the voices for several recurring characters. These included Lionel Hutz, the bumbling lawyer, and Troy McClure, the washed-up Hollywood actor.
You may know me from such self-help videos as Smoke Yourself Thin and Get Confident, Stupid.
Hartman's distinct voice and comedic timing brought these characters to life and made them fan favourites. In addition to his voice acting work, Hartman also wrote several episodes of The Simpsons. He was known for his wit and sharp writing, and his episodes often featured memorable characters and hilarious storylines. Some of his most notable writing credits include Treehouse of Horrors 4, Bart Gets Famous, and Maggie Makes 3. Hartman's contributions to The Simpsons were widely appreciated, and he was regarded as one of the most talented and versatile performers in the show's history. His work on the series helped to cement its place as one of the most popular and influential shows of all time. In 1994, Hartman left Saturday Night Live for good to pursue other opportunities in both television and film. He appeared in several films including Houseguest, Jingle All the Way, which by the way is one of my favourite Christmas films, and Small Soldiers. He also provided the voice for several characters in the animated film The Pagemaster. In 1995, Hartman joined the cast of NBC sitcom News Radio. Here he played the character of anchorman Bill McNeil alongside Joe Rogan. The show was a critical and commercial success, and Hartman received praise for his performance. So far, everything looks good. In fact, better than good, I'm sure you'd agree. But now let's take a look at the personal life behind the fame. Phil Hartman and Gretchen Lewis were married from 1970 to 1972. This was Hartman's first marriage and they had no children. Not too much is known about their relationship or why they divorced, but it is widely speculated that their marriage was short-lived and not very significant in the larger context of Hartman's life and career. The two would remain friends. Hartman was then married to Lisa Strain from 1982 to 1985. It was his second marriage and followed his divorce from Gretchen. Not too much is known about Hartman's marriage to Strain either, as the couple kept their relationship relatively private. Lisa said about Hartman, My sense of Phil was that he was really two people. He was the guy who wanted to draw and write and think and create and come up with ideas, and he was the actor and entertainer, and then he was the recluse. Phil Hartman met Brynn Omdhal through a mutual friend in the entertainment industry. The couple eventually fell in love and got married in 1987. According to what he told his family and friends, Hartman had never been happier than he was in the mid-1990s. Together, the new Hartmans had 2 children, a boy named Sean and a girl named Bergen. But Phil's reclusive nature and the disparity in the couple's degrees of accomplishment were creating issues. As time passed, cracks started to appear and Phil started to emotionally retreat, much like he did in his previous 2 marriages. They started the routine of arguing and fighting, apologizing and making up, and then fighting once more, and this very much characterized their relationship moving forward. Brynn's explosive temper and sense of jealousy created issues. For instance, Brynn did not appreciate the congratulations letter that Phil's previous wife sent them after their kid was born. After receiving the letter, Brynn sent a letter back to first wife Lisa Strain. This letter is said to have made Lisa Strain's hair stand on end and contained a death threat from Brynn. She recalled the gist of the letter's contents, saying, "The gist of it was, don't ever get near me or my family or I will hurt you. I never want to hear from you. Never ever ever come near us or you will really be sorry." According to Steve Small, Phil Hartman's attorney and close friend, she had difficulties regulating her emotions. I quote, "She got attention by losing her temper." Phil said he had to restrain her at times. Steve Small also claimed that Phil frequently withdrew and went to sleep after their arguments, preferring to let her calm down by the next day. It became apparent that Brynn had major substance abuse issues. This made everything worse. Small recalled Hartman saying about their relationship dynamics, "I go into my cave and she throws grenades to get me out." By the end of May 1998, Brynn had been in and out of rehab as she battled an addiction to both drugs and alcohol. When combined with her antidepressants, this led to violent outbursts. On the evening of May the 27th, after she had eaten dinner and had a couple of drinks with a close friend, she had another one of those outbursts. After an argument, Phil once more went to their bedroom, his cave. The couple owned 2 firearms. These were bought by Brynn after they returned to Los Angeles from New York. As Phil Hartman laid in bed sleeping, Brynn took one of these guns, raised it, pointed it at her husband, and pulled the trigger. Multiple shots struck Phil Hartman in the head and chest. His life and talent was snuffed out in that instant. After consuming more alcohol, an hour later, Brynn hysterically called her friend, Ron Douglas. She told him that Phil had left her a message stating that he was out but would return later. Douglas suggested that Brynn sleep off what appeared to be a mixture of drink and mental health issues, but she chose not to. Instead, she arrived at Ron Douglas's front door approximately 20 minutes later, agitated and smelling of alcohol. In spite of his anger and concern, he decided to allow her into his house. He knew better than to test her patience when she was in this kind of state. After entering, she immediately fell to the ground in the living room. Douglas woke her up, terrified that she had overdosed. She immediately ran to the bathroom and repeatedly vomited. Brynn now kept screaming that she had murdered her husband. Douglas, however, didn't believe her for a second. She even revealed the murder weapon to him. Douglas inspected it but miscalculated the number of rounds in the chamber. He still didn't believe her. She eventually became sober enough to drive home, but she insisted that Douglas must accompany her. She called her friend Judy while she was driving and confessed once more. This time, Judy took her admission seriously and made arrangements to take her to the Hartman residence. First to arrive back were Brynn and Douglas. Douglas saw a gruesome image that confirmed that his friend had definitely committed the unimaginable act, as they made their way upstairs and turned into the Hartman's bedroom. He dialed 911 to report the horrifying reality that had revealed itself. This is what was said on that call.
Emergency operator 614.
Yeah, hi, this is Encino Boulevard and I think there's been a shooting here.
Do you see a victim?
Yes.
Okay, hold on for the paramedics. Stay on the line.
Okay.
Fire department emergency operator, how may I help you?
Hi, yeah, there's been a shooting.
How many victims?
Just one.
What part of the body?
I think around the head and neck.
The person who shot him, is he around?
Yeah, she's his wife.
The wife shot him and they're both there?
Yeah.
Hello, sir?
Yes?
So was this on purpose or was this an accident or what, sir? Do you know what happened?
I have no idea. She came from that house and she was drunk. She said she had killed her husband and I didn't believe her.
Okay, and they're both there right now?
Yeah, right.
We're going to send the police out there, okay? And where's the weapon now?
It's in my hand, okay, because she brought it to my house.
What is your name?
My name is Ron Douglas. Brynn's friends showed up as the police sped up to the house. Disturbingly, the couple's children were in the house not only when the attack happened, but were left alone in the home with their father's body. They were now taken out of the house. Child Sean described the gunshots as sounding like a door being slammed repeatedly. The LAPD's arrival now forced Brynn's hand. Brynn shut herself in the bedroom as the police drew closer, sat next to her husband, her victim, and she called her sister. When the police made their way upstairs and knocked on the door, Brynn hung up the phone with her sister and did to herself what she did to her husband.
Michelle Charlesworth joins us live from Rockefeller Center, home of the long-running show. Michelle.
Good afternoon, Roz. Well, celebrities who knew Phil Hartman have been reacting with shock to his very violent death. Steve Martin remembers him as a deeply funny and a very happy person.
Did you know about this case before? What do you think could have been done to prevent this from happening the way that it did? Let me know down in the comments. Please do hit like if you appreciate what I'm doing here. Thank you to everyone in the Dark Case crew. You too can become a channel member for just 99 pence. A huge thank you to my patrons. Your support makes a massive difference. You too can support my work and be thanked in every video for just $5 per month. So thank you to Rachel David, Kathy Green, David James, Addie Alexander, Karen Jones, L. Palmieri, James Harrington, Shane Woodward, Faster River, Stacey Krogerus, Summer Chambers, Mona Corona, Cepheid Variable, Anthony Watson, Jason Coward, and Jeremy Sebronek. Please do be careful out there, and I'll see you soon.